Alright guys, so for those of you who've been following me at all the last week or so, you guys know it's been a rough week, and the thing that really ultimately pushed me over the edge was just having a service engine light come on in my truck. And you know, of course, with everything just I just felt super horrible. But I got the ball rolling. Luckily, fortunately, I really gotta stop saying luckily, because it's more fortunately, because God's good all the time. But I got a part ordered from AutoZone. Fortunately, there's an AutoZone in town, and it came in today. Yay! I'm there was a level of semi concerned about driving my truck. I had my truck off for like 4 days. Well, I shouldn't say off. I just didn't drive it for like, I think like 4 days. I turned it on a couple of times just to make sure the battery stayed good. Uh, and then I finally started driving it around Wednesday. Yeah, because it was off, or sitting, I should say sitting, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I finally moved it. I needed to pick up some stuff Wednesday and drop off laundry. I drove and picked up laundry yesterday. And then I needed to go do a couple things today with the truck. But the part I need is this big. It's tiny. I'm gonna laugh though, just for the record, before getting this part put in. That if I get there and the guy's like, oh, it was probably just a misreading of the thing, it was just a gas cap, I'm just gonna be like, but I mean, and I did the math wrong. I think I said it was a 60, I'm pretty sure I said it was a $65 part. $95 part. It was 1,899 pesos. So the math with pesos, generally the rule of thumb is you minus a zero and then divide in half. So 1,899 would be 189. Divide that in half, and I mean, when it gets technical, you might as well just figure 1,900, 1,900. So it'd be 190. Divide that in half, 95. I think what it was when I saw the 1899, I think I divided by 3 or something. I think because I divided the 18 by 3, I thought 6. Not 18 divided by 2 is 9. So anyways, there's a shop here in town. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock or something like that right now. My truck's off at the moment, so I can't see the time. But I want to say when I last looked, it was like 2 o'clock or just before 2 o'clock. I picked up the stuff from AutoZone. I wanted to drop something off at the house, and just in case, pick up the bicycle. Just in case it was going to be more than just a couple hours. And then I'm getting ready to take off. So hopefully he can be done today, if not tomorrow. And with tomorrow, it's Friday. Just in case, chances I'm going to be posting this not today. And there's a good chance I may not be even posting this tomorrow. But with the level of excitement, though, it's just that I have, and there's other stuff I'm going to probably be randomly throwing into this video. That's what's going to probably get me to upload this video quicker. There's some videos that taken me, a couple of videos I know have taken me a week or two to get up, at least a week, even 2 weeks to get up and post it. But with just how excited I am that the part came in, there's a couple other things I want to throw into this video that I'll record later. Because when I was getting back from church, I wanted to just stop to pick up a couple things, and I found a couple other things I've been kind of looking for and kind of needed, whatever, and that got me excited. I went to AutoZone and found that the part was there, and I don't know what happened. They were supposed to call, but I didn't get the call. So it could have been anything. It could have been because signal around here is kind of sketchy. But and I've had one or two people say they've called and the phone just rings and rings and rings, doesn't even go to voicemail. And that's usually an indicator that the person's not getting service. Usually because a couple of things happens when people don't go get service. It goes straight to voicemail, or just it rings forever. And chances are, if you completely have absolutely no signal, then it's more. I think it's more likely. This is my theory, but it's more likely to go to voicemail. If it's something where it's just the signal's weird, bad service, blah blah blah, it goes to then it just rings and rings and rings. Anyways, you know what? I'm going to end here in this portion of the video here, and I'll report back when I kind of get more info. And yeah, so yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? So it's actually Saturday for this portion of the video that I'm recording. I had to record it, re-record it. Just tons of video, felt like yesterday. I think altogether I must have recorded another 40 or 50 minutes worth of video after I took my truck to the mechanic that was recommended to me. So I figured I would just keep it simple with what happened. So I took it to the shop. The dad was there, since it was sounds like it was a father-son business. The dad was there. I don't know if the son was around, but the dad spoke pretty good English. And once he kind of figured out what I needed, because that was a little tricky, not because of a language barrier, but because he didn't know what the code was for what was wrong. But when I showed him a picture and it had the description, he pretty much figured it out. And we popped the hood. He looked at the part, because the part was like almost right. It was like right on top there. That it was just ever so slightly covered by like some kind of cover that was there. But he looked at it, and then he looked at the part I had. The part was not meant for my truck. He was like, it's a different part for a different car. So my heart kind of sank, but he was talking to me. Fortunately, I didn't like overreact or anything. The Holy Spirit just kept me calm. And what he was saying is that part was just a connection in between essentially the gas to the exhaust. And as he was talking to me, he was telling me about the code, that the code is the same thing for the gas cap. As just before he started walking towards the gas cap, the gas tank, he was telling me I could drive around town just fine. So that actually made me feel better. And he was saying to return the part. And then he was saying to just be okay, just drive around just fine. So I was asking him as he was walking towards the gas tank and the gas cap, because he just wanted to look at it. I said, so I'm here until August. And then when August comes around, I'm driving home to California. Am I going to be okay to August and driving home to California? He said, yes, I'll be fine. And he said the problem is that it's a California emissions thing. Oh, California. So just pray for me, guys, that pray for the truck. A lot's changed in the last several days. I'll go into a different video and stuff. For those of you following on Facebook, you already know some of the changes. But just keep praying for me as far as my adventures down here. And then just pray for my truck, because I don't like testing the Lord. I trust the Lord, I just don't like testing him. And something like this makes me almost feel like I'm testing him, where I'm not getting the part fixed or the part taken care of. But at the same time, just the way everything's kind of happened, I feel like God's used all this to draw me closer to him. And there's even a level I'm sensing he's the part that he had to go out that's causing the light is, of course, he said it was either the gas tank or this part. I'm sensing he did that for that particular part, knowing that the light was going to stay on, as a reminder throughout my time down here to be trusting him. So just keep that in mind, guys, as you pray for me. And for those of you who aren't on Facebook, who aren't following me on Facebook or Instagram, just know I got some clarity that I'm actually going home in August. It's going to be 6 months all together down here. It's April 3rd or 4th. April 3rd. I'm horrible with dates. But, so the original plan was to be down here 10 months. With just everything that's going on. Just know I'm going to be here to August instead of December. I'm going to do another video sometime, hopefully in the near future, about that, and just kind of give everything that's going on. I'm still planning on doing a video on the good, a video on the bad, a video on the ugly. It's just taking me a little bit to do it because I start writing down all the goods on my laptop, and that way when I go to do the video, I'm going to most likely be reading off of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. It's getting time soon for service, so I'm just kind of waiting for that, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for your prayers.